Pat and Margaret Higgins have lived at 2 Angel Cottages for more than 40 years. When the house next door was sold, they noted construction work to turn it into 5 self-contained units known as a house of multiple occupancy, an HMO, with an annex in the garden. In January 2021, they reported the changes to Medway Council, saying they believed no planning consent had been sought for a change of use.
The Planning Enforcement Office at Medway Council have taken 18 months to eventually have a site visit where they concluded that, oh yes, it does need planning permission, which we told them 18 months ago. You can find it online. And considering that their planning colleagues are probably working in the office next door is, to me, smacks of, well, it's not that important, but it is to us. Not just our lives, but the lives of, so we've now found out, of every house in the vicinity. It's made our lives a misery.
It's not your normal noise. It sounds like somebody's been murdered and it's wailing. We also have, on occasion, I had my grandchildren here and I had to send them home because one of the residents started swearing and abusive, unfortunately, with his father. But knowing how he reacts, I couldn't have them here. And so I'm living on thorns every time we're in the garden. If we've got company or the grandchildren, that something will kick off because it's not normal living, not normal living at all.
The couple have recorded the noise from their kitchen to demonstrate the nuisance level. Neighbours say carers have been rude and uncaring of their clients' safety. One carer's car was driven over a wall and almost into the front of the Higgins house. Neighbours have reported concerns to the council and Agencare, who run the home. Rainham News asked Agencare a number of questions about the care of their clients and about planning consents, but it didn't answer them and instead issued a statement. Our experienced and specialised team always aims to work constructively with the local community to address any concerns. We take complaints and allegations of poor practice very seriously, with a robust process in place, which has been followed in this case. Residents told Rainham News there has been no improvement following their complaints and site visits from Agencare. Medway Council's head of planning, Dave Harris, said, "We've received an enforcement complaint about an alleged breach of planning control, which we're investigating." The Higgins are worried there's a conflict of interest because Agencare's advertising literature says it's in partnership with Medway Council.
Medway Council cannot, in all fairness, issue planning permission to an unlawful conversion since Medway Council were involved at the beginning of the whole thing.
My concern is that if it can happen to us, it could happen to anyone, anywhere. And you wouldn't know anything about it. It will just one day, they'll turn up and there's nothing you can do about it.
Rainham News contacted the landowner, Hexagon, and the leaseholder, Inclusion Homes, but neither responded to questions about the consents obtained to operate the house as a care business. The conversion happened while Mr. Higgins was being treated for cancer. Now he's planning to take legal action because there was no planning consent and the home breaks restrictive covenants that prohibit another residence on the land and running a business in each of the cottages. Sandy Fleming for Rainham News.